Hello and welcome back, Carpers, to a slightly different video this time. It's going to be all about a bit of news for you actually. There's going to be no fish in it unfortunately, so if you've tuned in just to see fish then I'd watch a previous video which has fish in it. And although I do have two rods out currently, so if one of those goes off you never know, there might be a fish anyway, but I'm sort of hoping they don't so I can get through this in one piece. So first news, as you've seen by the title of the video, I have joined a club. The club is called Winsford and District Anglers Association. They have a number of lakes, a number of rivers, canal stretches, all that type of things, loads of different variety of fishing going on. I've joined it for a few reasons I'm going to highlight straight away for you. The first one being I didn't want to join a club or a syndicate that you guys couldn't fish. I fish day tickets, I do videos on day tickets because I know you guys can go and fish them depending on where you live, obviously with distance and things like that. So the first one which was really important was it needs to be a club that anyone can join straight away. If you like what you see in the videos you can go and join the club, and the Angling Club actually support me in this and say yep, not a problem at all. Any members, go and jump on the website, so just Google Winsford Anglers, jump on the website, become a member there. It's a annual price for members, which is about 45 quid a year, so it's cheap. And then if you want to night fish the waters that you can night, which is about another 45 quid, something like that. And then you need a couple of keys to get into some of the lakes, so that's about 3 quid for the key. So you're looking at 100 quid for a year's worth of fishing on a club which has got a lot of waters. I've got a little booklet here full of them, and I'm specifically targeting 3, maybe 4. There's going to be river stuff and things like that along the way if we can squeeze it in, but to give you an idea of the scale of the club, it's a really big club. I wasn't going to join a syndicate, I wasn't going to join some big list club water that no one can get on as impossible, so I wanted to do it to make sure I stay true to the channel, stay true to you guys. That's number one. Number two is it's in Winsford. I live near Crewe in Cheshire, they're both in Cheshire, so all the lakes that I want to fish are all about half an hour away from my house, pretty much 30 to 33 minutes if you want to get precise about it. So they're all really close, which means that I can do my quick overnighters, I can do my quick weekend sessions without spending 3 hours of it driving to the lake. Gives me plenty more time to walk around, view the lakes, find the fish and try and catch them as well. Reason number 3 is I go fishing with my lad a lot. You know that, you've seen him on all the videos. He's with me every weekend, we go fishing. He's my little minion and my companion. He goes everywhere with me. So the club that I joined had to allow kids to fish, whether there was a charge or not, they had to allow it, and also they had to allow night fishing as well, which is quite important. Oh! Well, I thought as we were doing the video, bear with me a second. I thought then as we were doing the video I was going to get a fish, but oh no, it was a coot. Thank you, coot, very, very much. Bear with me a second, we will get back to the video. I want to make sure I've got my rods out. This one's on a zig, so I've literally just recast it back out again. So bear with me a second, just have a nice view of my arse while I'm doing it. Shut up. Right, I'm back. I'm back. Hi again. That was all a bit bloody coots. I can't even remember where I was up to. Yes, lad. So I had to allow kids night fishing, whether there was a charge or not, whether he had to become a member, irrelevant, they had to allow it. Winsford allow it with special permission. You have to speak to one of the committee members and they tell you if it's okay or not, and thankfully obviously I'm here, so it was okay for lad to come and night fish. There was no extra charge for him either because he's under a certain age, so that's fantastic. So it's really, really cheap. Another reason was publicity. There's loads of clubs out there that have no publicity on, which is fine. I'm not knocking no publicity waters, I understand why they are, but pointless to me, completely pointless. I have to be able to shoot video for you guys, I have to be able to take pictures. It's what I do, it's my second job, so I need to be able to take publicity there. So that's another reason. And that was about it, to be honest, actually. Oh, the final reason, one of the most important ones actually, is there has to be some fish to go after. There's no point me joining a club that's just full of £8, £10 carp. With respect, there's nothing wrong with that, just not what I'm after. So I had to have some fish in there that I want to chase. So a good average head of fish, some 30-pounders, maybe even something a little bit bigger. It had to sort of fall into that category. So the things that I needed out of a club were quite strict, to be honest, but Winsford fell straight in the bracket of everything I needed, and I'm really glad it did. It's a fantastic little club. Everyone that I've met so far is really nice, really talkative. I have never been a member of a fishing club before, ever. First time I've ever done it, so I didn't really know how to act around it. I did read over the rules a dozen times to try and figure them out and things like that. I've never been a member of a club before. That's mostly down to the fact that when I was younger, I was actually very privileged. I had my own lake to fish, a private lake, 17 acres in fact, and it was full of pretty much some of the most beautiful fish in the UK. Very much off the radar, a little bit secretive. I have some pictures that you'll see of me as a young shark, which I'm going to put over the top of this now. Absolutely beautiful, aren't I? I know there's no unhooking mats, I apologise about that, but that was before I had one. So that was a fantastic water full of 20s, 30s and up. You were getting double, triple, quadruple takes. It was absolutely insane, that place was, so I had no purpose to go anywhere else. After that, I started fishing day ticket waters all over the place, little piddly ones, bigger ones, and then started videoing for you guys. So and that's basically I've just done the span of my over 25, 26 year carping career, if you like, in a very quick time. I didn't know what to expect, but actually it's a lake. It's no different really. It's nice and secure. There's locks on all the gates. You have to have a key to get in. There's always bailiffs around, and they're absolutely fantastic guys. So as a club water so far, as the bare bones of a club, I can't recommend Winsford Anglers anymore. For me, it ticks all the boxes. It's got great fishing here. I'll tell you all about that in individual lakes in a second. And the lakes are beautiful, and you'll see that in the upcoming sort of B-roll clips that I've got coming up for you in a short while. I'm going to go over them individually, the ones I'm going to fish. I'm not going to go over all the waters because it would take me out. I'm going to go over the ones that I'm going to specifically target to start with. So you've got a bit of variety. There's some good things going on, and I'm excited and I'm enjoying myself as well. That's very important, because don't do it unless you're enjoying it. So I'm going to have to get my phone out for this because I need to just remember a few things. There we go. So I'm going to start out with one of the most historic ones and one of the biggest ones. That's now called Top Flash. If you're a carp angler in Cheshire and you've been going a few years, you'll know all about Top Flash. It's not a secret water by any stretch. It's a big lake. It's basically a runoff from from the River Weaver, until they've dammed it up effectively and made a lake out of it. Been going a long time, Top Flash has. It used to be a very prominent lake called Tall Trees, if I'm right in saying that correctly, back in the day. Some amazing fish in there. Unfortunately, a lot of the original fish have now died. There's still some in there, some big follow-up fish as well. So fish-wise in there, they go up to, I think the biggest out last year was a common at 36. Very respectable fish. I'm not going to shy away from that. A couple of other follow-up 30s, loads of 20s. It's a big water, well, a big water. It's 13, 14 acres. It's not a big water at all, but as far as little day ticket lakes go, it's probably one of the biggest ones that Winsford have got that I'm going to target. So that's Top Flash. Just for the record, I don't know anything about these lakes really at all, so this is all me going off my own fish sense, if you like. The next one's going to be Newbridge Pool. Now, Newbridge Pool's a weird little place. It's a long lake in Winsford. It's got a massive floating reed bed straight down the middle of it, which sort of separates it out into two halves. Both very narrow, so a lot of close-in work, no big casting in the slightest bit. I think your furthest cast is going to be 15 yards, if you call that a cast. Really pretty water, loads of reeds, like I say, lots of tight snag fishing, that type of thing. Fish in there. I'm referring to my phone for this one. Newbridge Pool, there's carp up to 30, so I'd imagine upper 20s, that type of thing. And there's grassies in there as well, some quite big grassies, I'm led to believe, some big grass carp, so that'd be really cool. And then there's another one called the Rookery. I don't know a lot about that. I've only found out about that the past couple of days. There's carp sort of up to mid-20 in there, a lot of smaller fish, so that might be another one we'll attack at some point. The first one though, which is right now the most important one to us, I'm saying us because it's me and you, is a lake called Newpool, which is where I'm actually sat right now. I'm doing my first video on here as we speak. So Newpool, it's a beautiful lake, a handful of acres in size. I'm no good with acreage when I'm looking at a lake, I'll be honest. I'm going to have a guess at 5 acres, about that big, 5 acres. Lovely pit, originally a sand pit, silted up a little bit, so you've got a mix of sand and silt. I'm just staring at a carp on the top out there. Lovely. Mixture of sand and silt. I've got sidetracked again then, sorry. So a mixture of sand and silt, really well grown in, very well established, loads of overhanging trees, loads of lily pad beds, reed beds. My type of water, really is my type of water. Maximum fishing range is 40-50 yards at a push, you know what I mean? So really nice looking water. Fish wise in here, loads of fish. I think there's about 150 fish in here from the passing comment someone made to me. That might be wrong, I don't know, I haven't counted them all. Carp up to £30, so upper 20s. There was a rumour that someone said that someone had one over 30 last year. Again, you got to take all these things with a pinch of salt until you get to know the people, I suppose. But there's carp to definitely upper 20s in here. Nice mirrors, commons, linears, a mix of everything. My sort of perfect water, if you like. Loads of scaly 20-pounders. Really suits me well. So that's where we're on now, and that's where the videos are going to start. The reason I'm choosing this place, it's nice and easy to get around. It's a nice bedding in lake for the club, I think. It's a good place to start. It's one of their runs waters. And as you can see from this footage I'm showing you now, it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I can't tell you how idyllic this lake is. It's just perfect. Loads of little pegs around the place. Nothing too man-made, nothing too concrete and steel, meat, grass and trees, none of that. Just a couple of slabs here and there and a couple of posts with some numbers on. What more do you want? So that's where I'm starting. Oh, let me just sort my phone out a little bit. And that's the club. So really excited about the next 12 months. I'm still going to go to different day tickets throughout the next 12 months. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay with the club. I'm still going to go down to Linear, do a bit at Farlow's as well. Merrington I want to go to, Clearwater up north as well I want to go to there. So there's going to be a few other lakes as well, but to give you a bit of diversity I'm going to start here and then move around a little bit. Now, that's the club out of the way. Sorry to bore you too much with it, but that's that bit. The next bit is the mini-series that's coming up, and it's starting on this lake here. So the next mini-series, I put a post up on Facebook and on Instagram a little while ago asking for ideas about a mini-series. Now the mini-series is based from my perspective, so it's my point of view. It's actually that much my point of view. I'm having a GoPro there so you can see everything that I'm doing on my head. And it's going to be based around launching a campaign, starting fishing on a new lake that you've never been to before and you don't know a great deal about, which is what I'm doing here, which is why it suits it so perfectly. And the mini-series is going to start from the approach to the lake, how I approach it, having a walk around, showing you my methodology between why I want to fish here and what happens over there, my views about different swims, on to how I set up in the swim, what method I would use in the swim and how I would maximise my chances in the swim that I'm in to try and catch a fish. And that can be methods used, positions cast to, baiting approaches, absolutely everything. It's not going to involve making rigs and stuff. You've seen those from my channel before, you know the rigs that I use. It's going to be more about, I'm going to fish over those pads over there, let's have a cast, see how the bottom feels, this is a rig I'm going to use, it's going to be a helicopter rig, let's get it out there and this is why I'm doing it. So very much a hands-on, no frills, no carpy B-roll, no music in the background, just me and you with a GoPro talking you through how I approach a lake, down to a swim, and then on to how I tackle fish care, because I see a lot of issue with fish care at the moment on media, and let's face it, that's why we're here. That's the most important bit. So going on to fish care, and then everything else in between as well, to be honest, from how to watch the water while you're fishing and making sure you're in the right spot at the right time. Well, this is where I need your help. I need your help for two things. I'm going to put a post on my Facebook page. On that post, I want you, you'll read the post as well obviously, I want you to comment on there any more ideas of what you want help with as an angler, as a carp angler. I could help you out with anything else as well, to the best of my ability, but this is all about carp, so anything I can help you out with as a carp angler, a video would be a good idea for. So if you don't know the best way to light up a shot for a night shot of a carp, or you want to know the best way to use bobbins and your bite alarm in conjunction with each other, not so they look tarty, but they actually serve the purpose that they're meant to serve and do it well. If you want a video on that, let me know. I'm open to any ideas and suggestions. You let me know what type of videos you want to see in this, because this is all here as a solid database for you guys to use in the future. If you're new to carp angling, if you just want to have a look at me making a fool of myself, there's going to be a database there for you guys to use and help you through your carp angling process, help you speed up your sessions, help you get the most out of them like I do, because I only do very short sessions. So I want your ideas in the comments of videos to do. I've got a few already to start off with, so I'm getting on with those on this session actually as we speak. I'm starting on this one now, and I've done the introduction to the lake and a few other little bits, so I diverse again. I like to do that. So that's what I'm after on there. Also, on the same post, I'm going to do a giveaway, and it's going to be a giveaway to win a pot of my pimped up krill pop-ups that I've given away. Well, some lads waiting for his, actually. I'm still making them at the minute, still mixing them all up. So I've got 2 pots I'm making. One's for the lad that won the Helping Hand competition on Facebook a little while ago. This one's going to be for one of you guys. So what we need to do is head over to my Facebook page, find the post, and I need a title for this video series. It's going to be a mini series, 5 to 8 episodes long. Each video is going to be less than 10 minutes, I hope. Saying that though, the walk around the lake video is over half an hour, so I'm going to try and get that down to 10 minutes. But I need a hand with the name. I don't know what to call the mini series. Back to basics, the stupid man's approach, I don't know. Whatever you think is a good title for the video series, and the best one I'm going to use, and the person that I choose to use their title I'm going to give away to a pop-ups to. I'll post it out free of charge and all that, so head over to my Facebook page, stick a comment on the post on the Facebook page, you'll find it, stick a comment on there, a good name for the video series. So that's the mini series, that's the new campaign, water's done, and I'm done for this video. That's it. We didn't catch a fish, we had a coot. Thank you so much for sticking out to the end. I hope you did stick it out to the end and there's just no one watching now. Let me know what you think in the comments, like I say, and on the Facebook post. I'll get back to everyone that talks to me, I genuinely do. I try and talk to everyone because the support you guys give me is fantastic, and it makes me feel all warm inside that you actually do comment and interact with me. I think it's fantastic, so thank you very much. And we're over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Big thumbs up, massive milestone. I haven't even done the giveaway for that yet, so I'm doing a giveaway for that as well, specific to the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That'll be something a little bit nicer, quite expensive maybe, something really nice to say thank you. So that's it from me. Before the battery dies, I can see it flashing on the camera now. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned, click the little bell symbol next to Bankside Blog on the YouTube channel to get the notifications about all my videos for the mini series and everything else. I'm going to stop waffling. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the bank soon.